Yes, first question. There we go. You make them fully fractions first. Divide 21 by 3. 7 over 5, subtract 5 over 4. Denominators have to be the same when dealing with addition or subtraction. Lowest common multiple of 5 and 4 is 20. So you multiply 7 with 4, 5 with 5, and then your answer becomes 3 over 20. Now, yes? These two? It's easier to do 21 multiplied by 1 divided by 15. I would have gotten 21 over 15, right? I can simplify 21 over 15 like this. So I did it immediately. I divided these two with each other. Yes, you can only do it across. Only across. Now, check this question. Using your calculator, otherwise, blah, blah. Look at this specific word. Calculate. So if you only write the answer, you can imagine it's wrong. And now the second most valuable word in this sentence. So if your answer is 0.15, it is not exact anymore. So watch out for these things. CXC exams. Correct, exact.
So if I get it in fraction, I have to write it in fraction.
No, this is what they're asking you, writing it exact. If there's nothing written, you can give it however you want to. Yes? And this statement is not only for the first one, it counts for the second one as well. Of the following, yes, of the following, not the first one only, but the second one as well. So 507.5 is not an exact answer. It's 507 and a half. Yes, so how do you get from here to the answer? You have a power 2. So they want to know, okay, do you know how to do it? This is the answer to that question. Here. You can get 1 point there. And then there's a division by a fraction. And dividing by a fraction means multiply with the opposite. So this is your second point where you get it. Bam, answer.
So teacher, if you put 507 and 05, it's the same thing as that.
When doing decimals, a decimal is always regarded, if I'm not mistaken, chemistry teaches this, if not physics. Everything that's in decimal, they take it as rounded off. Everything in decimal. So if something 3.72, they take it that the 2 is rounded off. But if you place it in a fraction, they know for 100% sure it's not rounded off. You get all the numbers. Yes. This. 1 divided by 0.05. That is 200. That's the second one. B. Simple enough. I think everyone got this correct. Multiplied by 0.75. 2. I think everyone got this correct as well. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe one person or two. This is a formula that you can apply, or you can do it manually. So you decide which one you want to do. Divide by 100 and then multiply it. You decide how you want to do it. 3. C. If it says show, none of you in this class did it, but if you ever come across a statement that says show, never use the answer. So do not begin with the answer. You have to work your way to the answer. Yes? In the other class, for example, they said, well, 43 divided by 10, you cannot start with the answer. You have to work your way to the answer. They want to say, okay, when you're finished calculating, your answer should be 43,200. Yes?
One day has 24 hours.
Correct. Yes, one day has 24 hours. Different people did it different way. It's fine. Do not start with the answer. Yes? So 5 times equals 10 seconds. That's my way of doing it. Some people did it differently. It's also fine. If 5 times is 10 seconds, how many is it 1 minute? I multiply with 6. So 5 times 6. All right, then I have the quantity in 1 minute. I want to know the quantity in 1 hour. So I multiply it by 60. Then I get to a specific answer. If I'm not mistaken, it's 1800, I think. And I want to know 24 hours. So what do? I take that 1 hour, multiply it with 24, and then gives me the answer of 43,000. Some people did it differently, calculated the seconds, and then they divide by 5, multiply by 10. It's also fine. All of those are fine. As long as you don't start with the answer. Chapter 4. Some people only divide by 5. Some people only divide by 8. Unfortunately, it's only 1 point, so I cannot give you anything for that specific thing. Yes? You divided by 5 and h, by both of them. Yes? The second one, we practice this a lot. A lot.
Oh, sorry, I got confused with all the writing.
Yes? 2 numbers multiply with each other is minus 6. 2 numbers added with each other, minus 1. 2 numbers multiplied with each other has to equal 2. So you have 2 here and 1 there. 2 and 1. 2 numbers multiplied with each other has to equal 6. I have 2 options, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. So start working your magic, 1, 6, and then switching them 6, 1, 2 and 3, and as you progress, you get to the answer of 2x plus 3 and x minus 2. No. This is the answer. If you don't have this answer specifically, you have it wrong. You have it correct?
No, pero ya la conozco tampoco, pero mi que comprendete con este acento.
This is 2x plus 3 and this is 2x minus.
What's the difference in this?
If you do it, your answer will be your answer will be positive x.
Positive.
If you do it like this, your answer will be positive x, not negative x.
Oh.
Work it out, and you'll see it will be positive x, not negative. Yes, it's being recorded. Solve the equation. What you have to know starting last exam, or let's say this exam, the right answer, or let's put it like this. You have this specific equation. The paper was not so accurate, and sometimes it showed a division. To me, it doesn't matter if you did r at 3 or r divided by 3. The only thing that I looked at is, can you make it? Yes? So if you did r divided by 3, if you did it correctly, you got points. If you did r plus 3, if you did it correctly, you got points. So right now, it's not anymore about your grades. From 4 mathematics, don't worry much about your grades. Worry about, can I do it? Yes? So that's the only thing.
What my grades show that I can't do it?
Sorry?
So,
No. What do I mean specifically?
get the grade. Ask me the question, can I do it?
Yes. So for example, in this equation, some people got two different answers. It doesn't matter if you made this or made it like that. The only thing I looked at is, can you make it? Yes? Can you make it? So, if the ones who did addition, you expand 3r minus 5 first, send 3r to the other side, send 3 to the other side, and you have negative 2r equals minus 18, divide by 2, answer is 9. If you did division, there is where some things went wrong. Oh wait, it's already as wrong here. It's 15 minus 15 here. Yes. If you did division, first step, you expand. When you expand, the next step is to multiply by 3. You don't multiply a single thing, you multiply everything by 3. So what do you get? 9r with negative 45. Send the 9r to the other side, which becomes negative 8r is negative 45. Divide them by each other and you get to the answer. Chapter 15. Chapter 15. This is also chapter 15. Certain people looked at it as division, but it should have been addition. It doesn't matter if you did addition or division, as long as I know, could you make it? If you did addition, the first step, send it to the left, then you have 2a minus 3t equals pi k squared. Next step is dividing by pi. There it is. And then how do you remove a square? By square rooting the other side. This is your answer. If you did division, you multiply the left side with 3t, and the answer to that would have become 6at divided by pi, and then taking the square root. Not much of a difference. Yes, this is chapter 15. I. Some people did division, some people did addition as well. Doesn't matter. So, Luigi, Paula, Jadris, I'm not sure if you guys did it correctly. This is chapter 8. When you have f with a number inside, this is chapter 8. F with a number inside. That means the x is 4. That's what it means. Yes, the x is 4. So for f4, that means 2 multiplied by 4 plus 7 divided by 5. That's what it means. Yeah? That's all what it means. Means you have 15 divided by 5 equals 3. So f4 equals 3. Notice here, it doesn't say calculate. Yes? Doesn't say calculate. So you can just write f4 equals 3. Yes? There's no calculate or determine. Yes? The function is defined down. Find the value. Find. So you can just say f4 equals 3. And f minus 4. 2 multiplied by minus 4 plus 7 divided by 5. If I'm not mistaken, that was 1/5. Yes. And what do you do? Oh, minus, correct. Thank you. You had to do f4 plus f minus 4. So you had to do 3 plus negative 1.5 And your answer would have been 2/4. If we did division as well, also fine. 3 divided by 1, -1/5, and your answer would have become -15. Oh. If you did division. Yes? So remember, look at keywords when making these. Oh, fine. Oh, wait. I don't have to write everything I'm doing. F4 is bomb. F-4 is bomb. Add them together. Answer. Yes? Fine. Calculate. Determine. They will use these words. They will use them as well in other subjects. Biology, physics, chemistry. Fine. Calculate. Describe. Here we go. You see? Calculate. As soon as you see it, oh, wait. I have to show what I'm doing. Yes? Calculate. Show what you're doing. Fx equals 9. I left it out. Fx is another word for y. Yes? So if we look at the previous function, 2x plus 7 divided by 5, it's saying 2x plus 7 divided by 5 equals 9. That's what it's saying. Fx equals 9. Because normally it would be is y. So Fx equals 9. Do not get confused by these two. These two are not the same. F9 is not Fx equals 9. F9 means x is 9. Fx equals 9 means y is 9. Yes? Correct. Your answer is 9. And you have to find x. Chapter 15 as well. 15? Was it 14? I think it's 14. So how do you make it? This is one number. Something divided by 5 is 9. That is 45. So 2x plus 7, that is 45. Something plus 7 equals 45. So 2x equals 38. 2 multiplied by something equals 38. So that something is 19. Yes? What do you mean, why is the x 19? Hmm? What? No. Calculate the value of x. Calculate the value of x when y is 9. So you have to find x. Hence, otherwise determine the inverse 9. This is a trick question. Why is it a trick question? Here they say fx is 9. If my answer is 9 and I put it in the inverse and I place it in the inverse, what do you think my answer will be? This. It's a trick question. They already gave you the answer. Remember, when you do the inverse x means the answer that you already received. Let me go back. Find the inverse of 2x plus 7. I will go at it quickly. Equals y. There we go. 2x plus 7 equals 5y. 2x equals 5y minus 7. X equals 5y minus 7 divided by 2. So f minus 1x equals 5x minus 7 divided by 2. All right. What did they ask? Minus 1, 9. So if I do minus 1, 9, my answer Does it look familiar? They gave you the same thing twice. They gave you the same thing twice. Because the inverse, the answer of the inverse is the x of the other one. They gave you the same thing twice. Yes? They told you to find x, which is 19, and then they told you, well, what is the inverse? Boom. There's the answer. It's the same answer. You're finding x twice. Yes? That's why it's only 1 point. Determine why. You didn't have to do all of this. This is just from me showing you how you got to the same answer again. They just ask you, found x twice. Yes? Sorry? Oh, yes, 50. Yes. Oh. Ah. All right. Determine the equation of this line. I think we practiced this 600 times in Form 3. 600, if not 601 times. The first step is finding the gradient. That's the first step. Find the gradient. How do you find the gradient? M equals y2 divided, minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So all you had to do was take two coordinates of L1. I would take this is 1, and that's another one. Choose the easiest ones. One is 2, 0, and then, 0, 2, and 4, 0. x1, x2, y1, y2. The Dutch version is A is AX plus B. That's the Dutch version. A is AX plus B. Yes? Dutch version is this. For Jaders, Paola, Timothy. The UK version, we say MX plus C. That's why you see M. M instead of A. So what do you get? 0 minus 2 divided by 4 minus 0. Why? Simplify, minus a half. Your gradient is minus a half. You already know when x is 0, what is your y? 2. There, it's 2. So, what is the equation? Remember, it says determine the what? Equation. So at the end, they would like to see an equation. Y equals minus a half x plus 2. That's what they wanted to see. 3 points.
Plus 2?
Yes. What is the gradient of L2? Given that L1 and L2 are perpendicular. Some of you did this. I cannot award you points. Why not? In this specific case, the graph is given. What if the graph was not given? Could you have made it then? That's the question. So if you calculate it, the next question, the same way you did the first question, you would not have gotten points.
Commentio is supposed to be the y in the equation, right?
The y? No.
Then where did the 2 come from? It's a y coordinate, isn't it?
When x is 0, your graph is 2. So C equals 2.
Oh, okay.
I think one or two people did it correctly. If you have two gradients that are perpendicular to each other, the gradient of the first multiplied by the gradient of the second one, your answer is always -1. And you already know the gradient of your first one, which is -1/2. So -1/2 multiplied by something equals -1. So what do? -1 divided by -1/2. Answer is 2. One mark. Yes? We love it. Thank you for loving math. Gradient of the first multiplied by gradient of the second is -1. This answer is always fixed. It's always -1 or -1. Yes. Gradient is richtingscoëfficiënt. Richtingscoëfficiënt van de eerste vermenigvuldigd met de richtingscoëfficiënt van de tweede is -1. Hellingsgetal. Hellingsgetal van de ene vermenigvuldigd met de hellingsgetal van de tweede is -1. Always my -1. Now, chapter 11. Some students calculated medians and so forth of students. How can you calculate medians of students? How can you say there were 30.5 students? That doesn't go well. Median of this, grams of seed, not students. Because one student has 2.5, one student has 3.6, one student has 3. So you're looking for the median here. The students are already given, always. So what is the median? All right, another word, estimate. Yes? Estimate means given more or less answer to this question. It's not an exact answer. Everyone will have a different, slightly different answer. So I have 100 total students. Remember what I said? When the total amount is an even number, the median is the 50th and the 51st person divided by 2. So how do you do it? They say using what? If I'm not mistaken, Luigi did it. It's very good. Using the frequency. So you have to use the graph. What do I mean? By using it, you create lines in the graph. So you do this. Yes?
That's because he drew it and it automatically drew it.
I know.
It's not going to be 100%, but yeah. Wait. Yes, like this. So on the exam, they expect something like this. Using the frequency, you have to use it. Yes, and then find an estimate. So if done correctly, your answer would have been somewhere near 3.2, 3.25, 3.3, somewhere there. Your answer should have been. Let's see. It's page 12. Yes? Answer should have been somewhere about 3.2 and 3.3, somewhere there, around there, using the graph. Yes? Not always they say use the graph.
Okay.
Do not forget, even numbers the 50th number and the 51st, or half and one at with a half. They can give you 120. Oh, that means 60 and 61. That is the median between 3.2 and 3.3. Upper quartile, easy. What is that? The 75% of the students, 75th. So again, using the graph. So you go back, look for 75. Here, you go down, and it should be around 4.2, 4.4, around there. 4.2, 4.4. Yes? It's an estimate. It's not 100% accurate. Yes? Upper quartile, 75th person. Semi-interquartile range. That is the upper quartile, subtract. That's the upper, subtract the lower, Q, divided by 2. Upper divided by lower. Now what is the lower? That's the question. What is the lower? The lower is the 25th percent. So the 25th, you go again here, is at 25, which is 4 here, and go down somewhere at 2 point, what is it? 2.3, 2.4, near those answers.
Theo, one question. Is the X supposed to be like the estimate at the very center?
Where? Which is the
When
estimate?
Theo writes down the quartile range, or the quartile range, always an X in the center. Is that meant to be the estimate?
No, it means your answer has to be somewhere between 4.2 and 4.4. That's what it means. Everything between 4.2 and 4.4.
Also,
That's what that symbol means.
Theo, scroll back up so I can see the answer for the mean again. No, I now get a graph.
Yes? So what do you get? 4.3 divided by, let's say, 2.4, give or take. Your answer should have been somewhere near 0.9 and like 1.1. Somewhere there. Because it depends which numbers you got and which numbers you divided by, you get a specific answer. Number of students whose estimate is 2.8 grams or less. .8 grams or less. So, what are you looking for? 2.8 grams, which is here. And then you go there. This was pretty specific. If you zoom it in specifically, it's at 38. But they say give an estimate. Yes, in certain exams, they will be very strict. So make sure when the line passes through a specific coordinate, make sure you write it exactly. Give an estimate, give or take, the exact number is 38 students. Yes, if you did 39, 40, I counted it as correct as well. Because it says estimate. Yes, it's not 100%.
Theo, is the answer for the mean 3.2?
Yes, around there. Now, using the cumulative frequency curve, the ones you received at page 12, complete the frequency table below. So, how did you do it? I think majority got it correct. From 0 to 2, you got 20. That's the easy one. Yes? 20. 2 to 4, how do you find it? You go at 4, you go up. 4 is at, if you look correctly, it's not at 70. It's between 70 and the one beneath it. So it's 69. So your answer should be 69 subtract 20. And your correct answer would have been 49.
Wait, 69. Wait, 69 subtract 20.
How do I get where? Sorry? Correct. Yes, from 0 to 4 is 69, and I subtracted 2. Everything up until 2 is 20. So you subtracted, it's 49. Some people did 50, it's fine. And we shall continue next week.